In many parts of Europe, businesses close down for weeks or a month at a time in summer or more. The August shutdown, or summer shutdown as it's sometimes called, means that restaurants may be shut down when there are a lot of tourists around, but business owners make that choice because they value the time with their family and friends. And it's a tradition. It's a good time to recharge. The story goes that it all got started in the middle to the early part of the 20th century when a factory worker took time off, and because that one person was missing, it brought the whole factory to a crashing halt for like a long time. Factories decided it was easier to shut down for a large block of time at the end of summer and allow everyone, management and workers, to take several weeks off. Studies show that when employees make time for a good vacation, they tend to be more productive by a long shot. Hi, it's Tim Patterson, Trade Show Guy, and this is Trade Show Guy Monday Morning Coffee. If you've managed to stumble across this show recently, thank you. I hope you like it. If you do, be sure to go on to Apple Podcasts and leave a review and a rating. I'd love it if you did that. I do have a couple of books out, Trade Show Success and Trade Show Superheroes and Exhibiting Zombies, both of them available on Amazon. I have a company called Tradeshow Guy Exhibits. We're a project management company that helps exhibitors with lots of stuff: design and fabrication of brand new booths, upgrading old booths, logistical support like shipping, I&D, installation and dismantle, graphic design if needed. We have those types of people that we can reach out to. So, vacation. I'm on vacation this week. It's been a while, actually. I've taken a few long weekends here and there in the last year. I've done traveling for work, which, it's kind of a vacation, I guess, even though I'm working. I'll often, when I go to a show or something, I'll plug in an extra day when I'm working, especially if it's a part of the country I've never seen before. Then I can drive around. I've seen some great places over the years because of that. On the East Coast, for instance, out of D.C., I went out driving around Virginia, in Baltimore. I've driven around country up there, just gorgeous stuff, up to New York City, Pennsylvania. It's taking that extra day, you can do a lot in one extra day, and I've done that for a long time. I thought it might be fun in today's show. I have no guest to talk about vacations. It's kind of a shortened version of the podcast / video blog. A lot of research, as I mentioned, has gone into the value of vacations that shows companies benefit and employees benefit from taking time off. It comes across in increased productivity, improved morale, a better work-life balance. It also helps improve your health, and from a company's viewpoint, it helps retain good employees. A lot of companies offer a very, extensive vacation package and salary package and healthcare and all that stuff. Vacation's a very big part of that. I've been offered 3 and 4 weeks in the past going to a company. Usually you start at 2 weeks paid, but sometimes if you've been around a while and they really want you, they'll pay you a little bit more or give you a little bit more time off. Paid time off. Not bad. Having said that, research from the U.S. Travel Association shows that 28% of people do not take the vacation time they're owed. And I went, what? Really? It's true. 40% of people are concerned that if they take a vacation, they'll fall behind. The same study found that in 2014, American workers left, get this, 169 million vacation days on the table unused. But let's look at it from the other side. What happens when you don't take a vacation? Well, your overall stress level can increase. So taking a vacation can help you reduce your stress levels. Working too much can cause strain on personal relationships in the family. One study shows that men who do not take vacations have an actual 30% higher chance of a heart attack. Of course, there's that decreased productivity from not taking a vacation, what we mentioned a few moments ago. So some reasons for taking a vacation would be, of course, improved relationships, building and creating memories with your family, just getting away, unplugging from the, all that stuff you're plugged into all the time. It's a mental reboot. It's known that taking a vacation can improve your mental power. It's good for a healthier body and mind, lower risk of burnout. Now, interestingly enough, I'm taking the same vacation that I've taken 25 or 6 or 7 years in a row. I know, it's kind of weird. Let me explain. Years ago, when I was in radio, we're talking late 80s, I had a good radio buddy of mine, and I took a road trip from Portland to Santa Cruz, Monterey, Pebble Beach, that whole Bay Area down there for the historic car weekend, Pebble Beach, the Concours d'Elegance. It was such fun, we did it again the next year, and the next year, And the next year, we took our golf clubs. We played golf at the Pacific Grove Golf Course there, which is kind of like the the cheap version of Pebble Beach, I guess. So we go back to the Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance. We go down. We know the great restaurants down there, having been there 25 or 26 years in a row. I don't even know how to explain it for someone who's not familiar with what this car weekend is, except to say that the tens of thousands of vintage car enthusiasts show up to look at hundreds and hundreds, thousands of the classiest cars, expensive historic vintage cars. And at Pebble Beach, they just closed down the golf course, and on the 18th fairway, they run out about 300 or so of the classiest, most expensive, historic, cool cars in the world. In fact, I just got an email a minute ago that they're going to have, I think, 9 or 10 Tucker automobiles there, separate category. Look up Tucker. Tucker was a guy who made 51 cars, late 40s, early 50s, and that's all he made. And the company went bankrupt. It turns out Detroit didn't like what he was doing, so they were accusing him of a Ponzi scheme and all sorts of stuff. It's just a fascinating story. And there's a movie out about Tucker. I think it starred, Jeff Bridges, I think. Great movie. So anyway, that's going to be there. It's a multi-million-dollar event that draws people and car entrants from around the world. Jay Leno is there every year. He's a big car buff. He does the raffle drawings every year. They actually raffle 3 cars away and a bunch of other stuff there at the lodge at Pebble Beach. And Jay, says the same jokes every year. We noticed that after about the third year we saw him. I think that Rich and I said to each other, we haven't heard that joke before. I think that was a new joke this year. So we also golf, I mentioned, Pacific Grove Municipal Course. We get twilight time, 4 o'clock till sundown. It's like $25 or something. You can play as long as you can. We're not that great at golfers. We just have a ton of fun. We go see live music. If there's a good show in town, we let off steam. Probably the most fun we can legally stick inside a 7-day period. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to a vacation, which means schedule-wise, no podcast next week. This program will be back in 2 weeks' time. No newsletter if you subscribe to the Trade Show Guy newsletter, which if you don't, you should. It comes out every Monday, same day as this program. All right, let's get the Trade Show Tip of the week. And it comes from Trade Show Superheroes and Exhibiting Zombies. I'm going to read part of this list, half of this list. The list is called 20 Dumb Things Exhibitors Do. So this is kind of poking fun at trade show visitors and attendees and exhibitors. So I had a list in here earlier called the top 10 annoying things trade show attendees do. It's time to turn the pages and turn the tables and poke fun at exhibitors. So here are the dumb things, 10 of them that exhibitors do. For the whole list, pick up the book. It's on Amazon. Show up understaffed. That's number 1. Number 2, neglect to train your staff. Number 3, show up with nothing more than a booth and some people and no plan. Just think, hey, it'll all happen, right? Number 4, forget to update the graphics to reflect any new products or services. I've seen this. Number 5, fail to keep the booth clean. You see that all the time. Number 6, you ignore visitors. You're standing there doing this or this, or you're eating a sandwich. People don't want to talk to you if you're eating a sandwich. Number 7, stand in your booth with your arms folded. That body language says, don't bother me. Number 8, wait until the last minute to call your graphic production company with a change of graphic plans. That actually happens a lot. Number 9, wait until the last minute to do anything. Exhibit planning and execution usually takes more time than you think. I work with a lot of clients that we start to look at the schedule a good 5 or 6 months out, and even more if they've got a significant build going on. But if it's just changing things up, we want to know ahead of time. For graphics and things, probably 90 days out, 100 days out, something like that we're looking at. Number 10, being indecisive, I should say, letting time slip by, and then being forced to make quick decisions, which puts everybody under pressure, and it means that you have a chance increasing of not getting exactly what you want in the time you want. So those are the 10 things, 10 dumb things exhibitors do. Trade show exhibitors, Trade Show Superheroes and Exhibiting Zombies is the book. Check it out. All right, let's wrap it up with one good thing. I gotta say it's a vacation, but my vacation is the Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance this year, and so I will put a link to that so you can check out that show. It's really fun. Thanks again. See you in a couple of weeks. Tim Patterson, Trade Show Guy, signing off.